Hey everyone, and welcome to Kauai and another action ship. I figured I'd just stay in my swimsuit for this week's video, and I'm really excited to introduce you to my mum.
Hello everyone.
This is Barbara, and I thought we should do a mother-daughter special, not just because I don't get to see Babs that often, but also because we're on Kauai, which is the mother island, and they say that she has a lot of mothering energy. People come here to heal their relationships, particularly with their, parent-child relationships. And so we're going to share a little perspective from our relationship and to share with you some insights that can support you to improve your connection with your mother or your daughter, or both if you have them. So Barbara,
Yes.
Tell me, what are the challenges being a mother, and particularly being a mother of a daughter who has, who's grown up and is doing her own thing?
Well, I guess you go through life and you see your daughter grow and flourish and blossom, and then suddenly you have this feeling of they don't need you anymore. It's almost like a rejection, and that's quite hard to accept. So I think for me, I have gone through a time where I'd lost my role and I didn't know how to be a person unless I was a mother. So fortunately I've got through that, and now I can accept the new me, and the old rejection has gone. I think we're far more able to accept each other, and I'm now still finding my feet in becoming a whole person that's not totally connected to this daughter of mine in the way I used to be. It's a whole new way of being separate, but being even closer than we were before. We just had to go through many transformations and lots of emotions to get where we are now. But I think now we finally have found a better place, and it's only going to get better. So
yeah, and it's interesting, this whole acceptance rejection thing, because we actually just did a session on each other before this, and what came up was this feeling of acceptance, but also the feeling of rejection. And part of being a daughter is, there's a certain aspect of rejection that needs to happen when you grow up and leave and separate. That is natural, but I feel that we resist it, and I know that there's times where I've felt like I'm rejecting you and it doesn't feel comfortable. I'm like, why am I being mean? And the biggest shift that's happened in me is to really embrace, to be able to accept myself even when I'm experiencing rejection. And this is a life journey for all of us, whether you have a daughter or a mother. I think you'll have a mother. To be able to still accept ourselves even when we're experiencing rejection. Maybe that's someone else rejecting us, or us feeling like we're rejecting something else. Maybe right now, as you're sitting there watching this video, I want you to connect to the feeling of acceptance and the feeling of rejection. So just kind of tap into, how do those two things feel? And when you think about your relationship with your mother or your daughter, do you feel like that is imbalanced? Do you notice maybe one more than the other? Maybe if you're a mother, it's almost what's the opposite of rejection? Like a needing to hold.
it's far more easy for a child to change and to accept change. I think you get stuck in habit pattern as you get older, and you have to change to stay connected to the people around you, and especially to your children. You have to change your role and find maybe a new role.
So it's beautiful to go from that, where you are connected, to where you are two separate beings who can interrelate, and this goes for all relationships. So I'm really blessed to have an amazing mother who embraces that, and we live opposite sides of the planet. She lives in Bali and I live in Brooklyn, and
but we're still very connected.
Almost more connected.
Yeah.
Than we were when we were, living very close. So your action in the comments below is to report your insights in terms of how you experience acceptance and rejection, and share those, because it's really powerful when we get to hear other people's perspectives and realize that we all do experience very similar things. So the session on the 13th, I just found out, is not only a full moon, but also there's a meteor shower. So I'm really excited about that session. It's been kind of overwhelming with how much response I've had from people all over the world. You'll be in
England?
In England then, so we really have a global participants, and I'm not going to tell you yet where it is, but it's in a very special place here on Kauai, and the private sessions that I did yesterday were also magical. Alyssa said she woke up with a beaming smile on her face, and Wendy said that she felt lighter than ever before. Anyway, I will share some of those testimonials with you. Okay, so